And sitting in our cross-legged position, elongating the spine. We're just going to roll the shoulders up and back, finding more space in the spine, just closing the eyes, bringing your hands into your chin or your Shanana Mudra, just allowing everything to settle on the mat. Rooting at the sit bones and rising through the crown of the head. Coming into the breath. Trying to make each inhale a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. Slowing down all the internal systems. And just allowing the mind to arrive on the mat. Thinking about bringing love, peace, and harmony to the body and the mind and the emotions with each inhale. And as we exhale, we're releasing anything that does not serve us anymore, any toxins. And just keeping the eyes closed here. Just bringing that right hand and placing it on the stomach. And bringing the left hand onto the chest. I'm going to come a little bit deeper into the breath here. Trying to focus on sending the breath all the way down to the stomach. Keeping the chest nice and still. Filling it with air. As we exhale, feeling the stomach going back in towards the belly button. Keeping the chest nice and still. Trying to make each inhale and each exhale a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. And slowly releasing the hands, keeping the eyes closed, placing them back onto your knees and your chin or your Shanana Mudra. And just coming back to your normal breathing, noticing any differences. If you like, you can use this moment to set an intention for this evening's yoga practice, or for the rest of your evening. Once your intention comes to mind, simply repeat it 3 times to yourself in your mind. We're just going to bring the hands together at heart center, rubbing them together to generate some heat. Softly placing the palms over your eyes, blinking the eyes open. spreading the fingers and bringing the hands back down onto the legs. So I'm just going to begin by removing the block from underneath the sit bones, just putting it to one side. And we're just going to interlock the fingers. Inhale as we bring them up overhead, relaxing the shoulders. We're not pushing all the way up, keeping them nice and relaxed. Exhaling as we release the hands, bring them all the way down. Gently close your eyes here and just bringing your attention to connecting the movement with your own natural breathing. Just doing a few rotations here. Breathing in and out through the nose. And after your last rotation, gently keeping the hands back down on the floor. And we're just going to bring them onto the front of our knees. We're just going to start by exhaling as we curl the spine backwards, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhaling as we open the chest, bringing the head all the way up. Just trying to find the connection with your own natural breathing and your own natural breath. Trying to sync each movement with the breath. Just easing ourselves into this evening's Vinyasa practice. And after your last rotation, gently coming back to your neutral position, placing the right hand on the floor facing away from you. Just going to inhale, bringing that left arm up. Exhale as we twist laterally into the side of the body. We're not moving forwards or backwards here, just into the side body. Looking up over the left armpit up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. Exhale, inhale, coming back up to center, and exhale as we place the left hand on the floor, rising up with the right hand. And exhale as we twist into that right lateral side body, looking up just above the right armpit towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming back to your center, and exhale, releasing the hands down. So I'm just going to release the legs out in front. I'm just going to bring them around to the side, coming up onto all fours. And we're just going to start by moving the hands. So I have the hands facing away either side. And we're just going to start by rotating, moving the weight gently, shifting the weight gently into either wrist. We're just going to ease ourselves in, warming the wrists up here. We're going to be on the arms a little bit in this evening's practice. So we're just going to ease into it, shifting the weight backwards and forwards. And then coming back to neutral, I'm just going to start by moving the wrists. So my palms are facing towards me, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and we're just going to stretch the wrists here, not going any further than what feels good for you. Just easing ourselves in. And then we're just going to move the palms so they're facing, my fingers are facing towards me on the mat. Just getting used to the feeling of putting weight into the hands. And then just slowly lowering the sit bones back down onto the back of the heels. And we're just going to shake out the wrists a little bit here. And just bringing the hands up at shoulder height. We're bringing the thumbs on the inside, bringing the fingers inside. And we're just going to really think about pushing the energy away, working into the wrists. And just bringing the thumbs on the inside, tucking the fingers on the outside. And we're just going to think about making little circles, inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down. And we're just going to change the direction. So I'm just bringing my hands so their palms are facing towards the wall in front of me, bringing the thumbs on the inside. We're just going to rotate the wrist down, inhaling on the way up and exhaling on the way down. Just coming back to neutral, placing the palms here facing towards the ceiling, bring them in towards us as we inhale and exhale as we bring them out. Beautiful. And now we're just going to start working more into the shoulders and into the rib cage, placing the fingers on top of the shoulders. We're just going to inhale as we rotate the shoulders up, exhale as we rotate them down. And changing the direction, inhaling on the way up, exhaling coming down. Beautiful. I'm just going to release the hands down. You can just place them gently on your lap, just near your knees. We're just going to exhale as we bring that right ear down towards the right shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bring the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Just doing a few rotations here in your own time. And coming back to center, we're just going to look over towards the right shoulder as we inhale. As we exhale, inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Just releasing any tension in the neck. Beautiful. And just coming back to center, we're just going to come back onto all fours. Knees are hip distance apart. Knees are directly underneath the hips. Fingers are nice and spread. Thinking about spreading the weight evenly all the way down through to the fingers. And the shoulders are directly over the wrists here. We're just going to tuck the toes. With our inhale, we're just going to send the hips up towards the ceiling, rocking back into our first downward facing dog. Feel free just to take a moment here, just to take a bend, walking either knee, easing into this evening's practice. Using your breath here, fingers nice and spread, shoulders nice and relaxed, ears in line with the arms. Thinking about creating some space between the fingers and the sit bones, between the hips, straightening the back, sitting the hips up towards the ceiling. Just taking a moment here to breathe. And on your next inhale, we're just going to raise up that right foot, keeping the hips squared. Taking a bend in that knee, stepping it between the hands. And we're just going to step up, coming up into our warrior one here. A nice breath. Exhaling, bringing the hands all the way down onto the floor, stepping back with that right foot into the downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, bending that left leg as we bring it up, taking a bend in the leg, bringing it forwards between the legs. It's coming up into a warrior one on the left side, just waking up the legs. Breathing nice and deeply here. Exhale, bringing the hands all the way back down onto the mat and coming back into the downward facing dog. On your next inhale, we're thinking about curling the spine. We slowly start to straighten the spine out, bringing the shoulders over the wrists, coming into our plank pose, engaging your core here. Exhaling, curling the spine as we roll all the way back into our downward facing dog. We're just going to do a few rotations here, just getting used to putting the weight into the hands. Inhaling, curling the spine, bringing the shoulders over the arms. Exhaling, curling the spine, finding your downward facing dog. We'll just do 2 more here. Inhale, coming forwards. And exhale, curling back. Just 1 more. Inhale as we curl the spine. Finding your plank. And exhale, curling. Coming all the way back into your downward facing dog. This time we're just going to take a bend in that right foot. Stepping it between the hands. Dropping down that left knee onto the floor. Inhale, bringing the hands up overhead. Coming into our Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. Exhale, releasing the hands. Placing them on the mat, firing up that back knee. Taking a big step towards the front of the mat. Feel free to take a little bend in the knees here. Grabbing either, hugging your elbows, just rocking from side to side. Your ragdoll position. And gently placing the palms onto the floor in line with the feet. Straightening the knees, just coming as far as you can. Not pushing anything. Placing the palms onto your shins and inhaling, straightening the spine. Exhale, folding. Placing the hands back down onto the floor in your mat. Inhale, coming all the way up, hands, palms together, finding your back bend. And exhale, coming back, Samasthiti. Bringing the palms together, inhale, coming all the way up and back, finding your back bend. Exhale, curling, coming all the way down. Placing the palms on your shins, inhaling, straightening the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back with the right leg, dropping the right knee onto the floor. Inhale, coming up into your half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, releasing the hands. Stepping back, the left foot into your plank. Either dropping the knees or coming straight down into your full chaturanga, making sure that your elbows are tucked nice and tight into the body to lower down. Inhale, pushing up to your upward facing dog, hips off the floor here. Feeling a nice stretch in your back. Exhaling, curling the spine, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 long breaths. Taking a bend in your knees, looking between the hands. Inhaling, you can either step or jump between the hands at the top of your mat. Placing the hands on your shins, inhaling, looking forward, Uttanasana B. Exhaling as we fold, coming all the way down, Uttanasana A. Inhale, bringing the hands together, coming all the way up and back. Or Vastasana, coming into our upward salute. And exhale to release, coming back into Samasthiti. Bringing the hands together, inhale, coming all the way up and back. Exhale, folding, coming all the way down. Placing the palms on your shins, inhaling, straightening the spine, coming halfway up. Exhale, fold. You can either step or jump here. If you're jumping, taking a nice deep bend in the knees here, engaging your core, engaging your chest and your fingers nice and spread, looking forwards as you jump back with the legs together. From here, either taking your full chaturanga or dropping the knees. So if you're dropping the knees, you're thinking about bringing the elbows nice and tight, coming in all the way down. If you're coming into your full chaturanga, you're thinking about sending your energy forwards, tucking in your elbows as you come down, trying to keep everything nice and flat and straight and even. Inhaling, coming up into your upward facing dog. Hips off the floor here. Exhale, curling, coming back into your downward facing dog. Holding it here, breathing nice and deep. Inhale, we're just going to bring that right leg up, keeping the hips nice and squared. We're just going to do 5 rotations here as we bend the knee, bringing it in towards the chest, coming forwards into our plank variation. 1, exhaling to release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Going back into your downward facing dog. Looking between the hands, you can step or you can jump. So you inhale between the hands. Inhale, coming halfway up, placing the palms on your shins. Exhale, folding, coming all the way down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Finding your back bend. Exhale, releasing, coming back to Samasthiti, equal standing pose. Bringing the hands together. Inhale, coming all the way up and back. Exhale, folding, coming all the way down. Inhale, placing the palms on your shins, straightening the spine. Exhale, folding. Stepping or jumping. If you're jumping, taking a nice big bend in the knees, looking forward, engaging the chest, engaging the core, jumping the feet together, taking whichever variation works for you in your chaturanga. Either dropping the knees or coming all the way down. Inhale, coming up into your upward facing dog. Exhale, curling the spine as we come into our downward facing dog. Breathing nice and deeply here. Relaxing the shoulders, keeping the ears in line with the arms. Stretching all the back side of the body. Sending the hips up towards the sky. Keep breathing. Inhale, taking a bend in the left leg, keeping the hips nice and square, taking a bend in it. Bring it in towards the chest. We come forward for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finding your downward facing dog. Taking another breath here. Feel free to release to your child's pose at any point if you feel this is too strong. If you need a moment to catch your breath. Vinyasa can be quite a strong practice. Breathing nice and deep. Taking a bend in the knees, looking between the hands, stepping or jumping between the hands. Inhale, coming halfway up. Hands on the shins, straightening the spine. Exhale, folding, coming all the way down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Finding your back bend. Exhale, Samasthiti. Taking a moment here, find your breath. We're just going to inhale, bringing the hands up overhead, dropping the knees, coming to your chair pose. Exhale, bringing the hands together at heart center. We're just going to exhale as we twist, bringing that left elbow on top of the right knee, thinking about sending the energy from the arms all the way down through that right ankle to the floor. Feeling the twist in your spine. Taking a big inhale here. Exhale, coming through center. And then placing the right elbow on the left knee. Breathing here. Engaging the legs. Finding that twist, nice twist in the spine. You take a big inhale. Exhale, coming back through center. Inhale, coming all the way up to Samasthiti. Taking another moment here. You can place your right hand over your heart center, left hand over your lower back. And we're just going to slowly lower all the way down onto the mat. We're just going to bring the bottoms of the feet together, slowly lowering all the way down. You can either place your palms face up either side of your hips, or if you like, you can bring them overhead for a deeper stretch in the shoulders and the heart. Closing the eyes here, just allowing everything to relax, feeling the hips opening. Thinking about sending the breath all the way down to the hips. And inhale, releasing the hands, bring them down onto your knees. And we're just going to exhale as we slowly close them together. Releasing the legs, placing them down onto the mat on the floor. Engaging the core here as we inhale, bringing the legs up together, facing towards the ceiling. You can either stay here, or if you want to take it a step further, you can inhale, slowly rolling up with the spine vertebra by vertebrae. Placing the hands on your lower back as you come all the way up into your shoulder stand. Looking towards the feet, not moving the neck here. So thinking about sucking the stomach in, sending the energy all the way up through the pointed toes. Breathing here in our inversion. And exhale, slowly releasing, coming down vertebrae by vertebrae onto your mat. Slowly releasing the legs all the way down and finding your final Shavasana. Bringing the legs either corner of the mat, palms facing upwards. Closing your eyes. If you want, you can take a moment just to rock the head side to side before settling in, just to release any tension in the neck. And gently settling the head back in center and allowing everything to settle in your body. Noticing any differences in your body and your mind between the start of the class and now. Becoming aware of your heart rate as it slows down in sync with the breath. Becoming aware of your breathing, where the breath is going in the body, if it's going all the way down to the stomach, or maybe up or into your chest. Just observing it, not changing anything. Noticing any differences in the body between the right and the left. Becoming aware of any points of tension. Thinking about sending the breath to any of these points to release them. Each inhale bringing peace and harmony to your body and mind. And each exhale releasing any toxins, anything that doesn't serve you. And bringing your mind back to the intention you set at the start of the class. And repeating it 3 more times in your mind. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. I'm going to do 2 more of these. Exhaling any tension, any toxins left in the body or mind. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And 1 more. Slowly bring your awareness back to your physical body. Whenever you're ready, starting to reintroduce any small movements back into the body. Maybe you want to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Maybe you want to take a stretch. Doing any movement that feels right to you in this moment. And slowly, using your left arm to support your spine, gently moving over onto your right side, making your right arm into a pillow to support your head. Gently pushing yourself back up to your comfortable cross-legged position with your eyes closed. Bring your hands together at heart center, rubbing them together to generate some heat. Softly placing the palms over the eyes, blinking the eyes open, spreading the fingers, allowing some light in. And bringing the hands together at heart center. Namaste. Have a beautiful evening.